Yo guys, what's up? It's VM here. Hope you guys are having a great day or evening, wherever you guys are from. So today what I would like to talk about is the gloom and doom addiction that our generation has. Gen Z has a gloom and doom addiction. And I'll tell you why. Because we love being bombarded with problems. We love complaining about problems. But we never try to find solutions to our problems. And I feel like people really have to think about how they can get rid of this gloom and doom addiction. I can tell you how. The answer is very simple. The answer is very simple, and I will tell you this. It's easier said than done, but just put your phone away, put your phone in another room, and just try to think to yourself. Think to yourself, what are the solutions to my problems? Yeah, it sounds very cringy, and you guys think, oh, it's so easy for you to say, but you also probably just are addicted. VM, you're also probably addicted to your phone. Well, what I'm saying is you must reduce your time on social media. Okay? When you reduce your time, when you reduce your limit to technology, you will start think a little bit. You will think more clearly, and I feel like we need to stop complaining, like, especially in this time. Like, I feel like this doom and gloom addiction has gone too far, and complain. We try to find the easy way out. We just love to complain, and I feel like the best way for us to really, really just stop this BS, addiction. I feel like we just have to sit down in our room, just just write a solution or write solutions on a piece of paper and just think to yourself, like, yes, I'm not saying that the problem is going to go away magically. What I'm saying is that just just for example, keep that thought in mind that you have problems. Yes, every human being has problems. What I'm saying is keep that problem in mind, but also keep a solution in mind so that the problem will disappear eventually because you solved it already, right? Now, in order to solve your problems, you need to have a solution, and that's normal. Now, every problem is different. Some problems take longer to solve, and some problems take less longer to solve. And I'll give you guys an example. So I've been talking to my brother, Auto Talks. He goes by the name Dragon Fused. You guys can search him up, or I'll link his channel below. And I think that we had a really, really long talk. We actually were quite frightened about the military draft in the U.S. and in my case in Germany. Like, they want to have like a military draft by 2027. That's what the conspiracy theorists say. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm also wrong about my friend going to the military by December. I really hope I'm wrong. But regardless if it's real or fake, we still have to prepare because we don't want to play, the lottery. Like, it's like playing the lottery, if I'm being honest, life or death. But yes, we actually were quite scared. We were overthinking about the situation. Excuse me. We were overthinking about the situation. And we had this doom and gloom addiction. We were formulating problems that don't even exist yet, but those problems might exist later, but we don't have to stress about it. But of course, we have to keep those problems in mind, right? keep that problem in mind, but have a solution to it. So we came up with a solution um, that by around November 20th or November 22nd is our deadline to leave our country. In this case, America, I'll leave Germany. Um, anyways, I'm not going to explain exactly what the German government decided to do for young men. Oh shoot, the light just turned off. Wait, sorry guys. Yeah, my bad. All right, so guys, what I'm trying to say is this. Um, we we are trying to find a way out of our situation, and once you find a solution to your problems, or once you have a long-term solution to your problems, you have to work towards your way to that issue. Like, how do you say this? Like, you just work your way up to solve that problem. You get it? It's like working towards your goals, but trying to solve that problem in order to reach a greater goal. So in our case, we're trying to leave our country. How do we do that? By first saving up money. Since we're living with our parents, we have the advantage, right? Obviously use that advantage. And that's why save up money. Move to another country will come later because we still have to find a plan. We need to have a plan, right? What are we going to do in that country? Are we going to start a business? Are we going to work there? Whatever. Once we have that down, we will still have to look for a visa. Okay, how do we find a solution to that? So, we'll have to talk things through, right? I'm so lucky to have supportive parents, and they're going to help me with the visa issue, whatever, how to renew my passport and all that. It's part of being an adult. But yeah, I think the best solution is to really have, like, if it's like a really really difficult solution to solve your problems, you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to condense it, like make your solutions into different pieces. Like, okay, number one, do this. Number two, do this. Number three, do this. Whatever, and so forth. You're gonna have to break it down into different steps, and that'll make it easier. If the solution is just like a one-way ticket, or how do you say this? Like, it's just like, if it's just like, like if that solution is more simple, like if that problem is easier to solve, then that solution only needs like one step. You guys probably know what I mean. And I feel like our problems are more complex, but we have a solution. That's the whole point. You need to have a solution to every problem, and that's why social media is like a really big threat to us, because social media has a lot of depressing news. And if you scroll through all those reels through different feeds, and you give into it, you're going to lose yourself. And in order to avoid that, you're going to have to stay as far away from your phone as possible. Put your phone in another room. Sit down. Sit down and think to yourself, how do I solve my problems? If you have to, break down the solutions into different steps. Okay? Alright guys, I hope you guys understood what I've said, and I know it's not an easy task to get rid of the depression, doom and gloom, BS news, or social media, but you guys have to try, okay? At least try to limit yourself from technology, and really, really, really think about your future. You don't want to scroll when you're 80 years old, right? So, please, take this seriously. Only you have the power to change your life. Alright? Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was not a direct way to get rid of the doom and gloom addiction, but it is a starting point. Alright guys, love you all, and remember, never sell your soul. Peace.